Okay, guys, in this video, we are going to tackle uh, another rhythmic analysis. We are going to this time do number 2 on this. Last video we did number 1. As you can see, I still have the markings from number 1. And to not confuse ourselves, I am going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to fold it down like this so that number 2 is now on the top. So fold it down real quick. All right. Now I got some for this one for number 1. Some of you guys actually completed the work and did it very well. Some of it was done very well done. Like I know Caladu did it very well, as well as a few others. But some of you have to pay attention to how you're dividing those eighth notes. Some of you put them on upbeats when they should have been on downbeats, and the ones that are on downbeats should have been when they were on upbeats. So make sure you are counting and dividing up the beats properly before you write it down. Okay, so in this one, we are going to do another rhythmic analysis with which involves again eighth rests, eighth notes, and quarter notes. Okay, so I'm going to first analyze the first two measures only. I only do the first two measures. It is on you to do the work for the other 6 measures. So again, we count our measures: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, these measures are divided up by bar lines. That's the first bar line completing measure 1, next bar line end of 2, end of 3, end of 4, end of 5, end of 6, end of 7, and the last one 8. Okay, so we are going to only concentrate on these 2 measures in this example. The rest is your homework to do. And so we're going to start with measure 1 here. Okay, now again, this is an eighth rest, and it's the first character in the measure, the first note or rest in the measure. So automatically, we already know that that is a downbeat, okay? Downbeats always precede an upbeat, okay? Downbeat first, upbeat second. Think of it as a basketball. In order for the basketball to bounce up, it has to do what? Hit the ground first. Down beat. Okay? So this is downbeat and it's the first character. Obviously, it is on beat 1. Okay? Now we have an eighth rest. That is on the upbeat of 1. Okay? Remember, eighth notes and eighth rest each. And this is a single eighth note. This is a single eighth rest. The single eighth rest gets half a beat. Single eighth note gets half a beat. First part of beat 1, second part of beat 1. See how that works? Half and half equals 1 full count. Okay? Now, moving on to that. That is a quarter note. All right? Quarter note worth 1 full beat. Now, 1 is already taken up in full by both of those preceding eighth notes. So we know a quarter note gets 1 full beat. Okay, so that takes up all of the count of 2. I put a C next to it, meaning count. And then right next to it, we have another eighth rest. All of 1 is taken up, all of 2 is taken up. So that obviously common sense tells us that this eighth rest comes in on the downbeat of 3, okay, followed by an eighth note, which is the upbeat of 3. All right, see how that works? All right, now this is also followed by another quarter note. All right, quarter note. Let's see, all of 1 is taken, all of 2 is taken, all of 3 is taken, and that leaves what? 4. All right. Make sure that you're analyzing it like this so that you know exactly what is being taken up when. What count is being taken up when. You really have to pay attention to the count to get this correct, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to move on to my second measure. Here it is. The first in the measure, that is a quarter note. All right. Takes up 1 full beat of sound. Write that there. Here's an 8th rest. That's half a beat of silence. All right. Right on the downbeat of 2, because all of 1 is taken up. The next available upbeat or downbeat is the downbeat of 2. So I'm going to write 2 here. And then we have an 8th note, which it's another half a beat, and it fulfills the second half. The second half of the upbeat of 2. Then I have, right after that, a full quarter note. That takes up all of the count of 3. And then I have an 8th rest, on the downbeat, on the downbeat of 4. And then an upbeat with an 8th note on the upbeat of 4. Okay? So, now that I have my count, I can go ahead and clap this out or tap this out with my pencil. All right? So, all right? All right. All right, so you guys can see that. So, I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, that's the first measure. I'll do it again. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. Now, I'm going to go and do this measure. Okay. All right. So I'm doing the second measure. I'm tapping out the second measure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. I'm trying to balance. I'm uncoordinated, so I'm trying to balance this pencil, read this, and hold the camera at the same time because I don't have a tripod. So excuse me. I'll do it one more time. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. And then I'm going to put them all together. I'm going to put both measure 1 and measure 2 together. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1. My uncoordinated self again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So without a count, so you can actually focus on what the rhythm sounds like, I'm not going to count this time. I'm just going to count it off, and then I'm silent after that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. There it goes. Okay? So, you should be able, once you've done all 8 of these measures, you should be able to clap them out like that. All right? And you do it just like how I did. Be able to clap the first measure, then be able to clap the second measure, then put them together. Then go and, once you've done the third measure, Put all three of them together, and then do the fourth measure, and do all four of them, and then just keep taping them together till you get to the end. Okay? Now, some of you do not have printers, and that's understandable. So make sure that when you rewrite it out, it looks like this. I've rewritten it out. Okay? Again, I'm not going to do measures 3 through 8 for you. Make sure that you copy them down, and it looks like this. You don't have to, as you can see, you don't have to rewrite the 5 lines of 4 spaces in the staff. Just write out the measures and just the rhythm, the note values, okay? And do the analysis underneath that, okay? You can even number your measures just like I did. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.